This should be a relatively short, I guess mostly Q&A type of session. So whatever questions that you have that I may not answer, I will jot them down and get back to you all with an answer. This is kind of uncharted waters for all of us, doing this awards and judging and gala and everything completely virtual. So we're all navigating the same uncharted waters. Let's see. I'll give it another minute or two.
I just want to say my staff, when all this COVID started, said, "Oh, weren't we lucky that we got to go to the gala before everything got shut down?"
Yes.
They were so excited about it and just so glad. And like 1 week later, everything was shut down.
I know, literally, because that was on March 7th.
Yeah.
And by March 14th, everything
Yep.
was closing on down.
Yep.
But your costumes, your group, they will always stand out as some of the best that evening.
We loved it. It was so much fun doing that. And, I like that there were quite a few, I mean, no groups, but there were quite a few other people in costume too. And I loved them all.
Yes, there were several people. It
Mhm.
was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, all of us, but,
Hmm.
but
And
the other
Peggy,
people
who's
that
on the
I didn't
line,
know.
Peggy with her DeLorean,
Oh,
that was incredible.
that just made it. It really did.
It did.
We have
Yeah,
so many pictures of us in front of the DeLorean.
Yes, yes.
I've got the DeLorean and it sits in our front window. We
Oh,
have a little
wow.
Does
room
it?
up front that's all glass and it's still sitting in there with the hoverboard and the big Rubik's
Awesome.
cubes.
Oh yes, the Rubik's cubes, like you said, the hoverboard, the cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots
Yeah,
of
the hoverboard was a favorite photo prop I saw that evening.
Yes,
yes.
yes, it was.
You did great, Peggy.
Well, thank you. That was a lot
Yeah,
of fun to do.
it was awesome. All right, since it's now 6 minutes after, I'm going to go ahead and run through this. Of course, this information will be put up on the website, so anyone who's missed it and wants to go back, they can take a look at it. Also, as Carrie indicated, she's recording this, so people can also go back and view it if they'd like. So we're going to start off with this session is all about the categories and understanding what those are, and any kind of what's new for this year. So I'm not going to read this all, but basically it says that that we have some basic categories: online, non-traditional, print, broadcast, and all of these are the same, really, as they have been in the past. There are some new kind of things that we're going to go over, that we'll get ready to cover. It's mainly because this is going all virtual. It's going to be a little bit more challenging for some people to display their work so that it gets judged in the best light possible. So I'm going to go past this if everyone's had kind of a chance to take a look at that. And I think everyone on the line has done this multiple times. It's still going through the 3-level competition, of course, here local, regional, and national. So the changes this year, what's different? As I had just indicated, there will be no physical submissions required. This is coming from the national level down. So this will also create an equal playing field for everyone. So everyone's going to be judged with using the same format. One of the cool things, and I will go back and correct this if this is wrong, but what I've read at national is that the entries will allow for more creative material to be uploaded. And I want to say about up to 5 different versions per entry. So people can get really good, if you're photographing your work, several different photographs of your piece to upload. We will have a new local category, local only category this year, featuring work that didn't get published due to COVID. So I know a lot of you have probably been working on some really great projects that you were planning for in the spring. I know I personally can attest to that. I had some really neat things planned that we had to postpone and put off for a year because of COVID-19. So, and also as a note, the full rules are online, aafroanoke.org/awards. Carrie was kind enough to update the website to get all that information up there. Okay, our professional categories this year: sales and marketing, print advertising, out of home and ambient media, online interactive, film, video, and sound, cross-platform, elements of advertising, public service, and political advertising. We may see much more in the political advertising for this particular year, but we'll see. We'll see about those entries. Anyone has any questions so far? No. Yep, pretty straightforward. And the student categories are a little bit different. There are a little fewer categories there. And you see those right there: sales, marketing, print advertising, out of home and ambient media, online interactive, film, video, sound, cross-platform, elements of advertising. There's a lot of good student work last year too. All right. Moving on, entry fees. What we have decided, since this has been a tough year for many, is that we were not going to change the entry fees. They remain the same as they were last year. Professional single, and these are the, okay, no, those are not the early bird rates. Hang on 1 second. Okay. $90 a member, AAF member, $125 for non-members. Professional campaigns, $100 and $135 for non-members. And students remain at $25. And like I mentioned, those should be the same rates as they were for the previous year. So that is pretty much it. Like I said, the main changes is the increase in the number of uploads per entry. And when you go online and do that, you'll see that option. Of course, if you have any difficulties in uploading entries, let one of us know, either me, Leanne, who's doing the student awards this year again, and Carrie, of course, our fearless leader, and Stephen Sanford. He's helping out also, particularly on the judging end. So reach out to one of us. If we don't know immediate answer, we'll get one for you. But does anyone have any questions so far or comments? Nope, nope, nope.
I did. I put it in chat, but so
Oh, you put it in chat? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Did you want to say it out loud or you want me to go to the chat?
Yeah, it's just that document that talks about the categories and the different submissions, explains, what is covered in those categories. Is that going to be still posted online?
Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. And if it's not up there already, I'll be sure it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. Anyone else? I'll just a little side note for Peggy. I sent word out to the group who's kind of helping out with things.
Okay.
And they're excited
Oh, good.
to learn about your help. And
Very
I'll just
good.
say it like that.
I'm glad to be able to help.
Awesome. All right. Well, I knew that this would be pretty short, but feel free to send any questions as you think of them later on to me, and we'll get things going. We're getting excited about this. It's going to be interesting to see how everything gets handled completely virtual. But we've got some kind of neat ideas that we'll let you in on pretty soon about the event. Of course, we're still in the planning stages of all of that. Let's see. There we go. Some upcoming webinars. We've got more in the series. We're going to meet every other week for the next few weeks on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. So the next meeting will be December 2nd, and it'll be on the awards dates and deadlines. So it's following that same train of thought right there. Then on December 16th, and this will be really fun too, showcase of past winners. So we get to highlight those of you all who have won in the past and get to see some of your winning pieces there. And then on December 30th, more details on the gala.